This is Heather Mack for GetYourRockOut.com, and I'm very happy to be interviewing Ryan from Soil. Hello.
Hey, get your rock out.
Indeed, get your rock out.
I like
Anything to say?
No, it's just nothing that's clean. Nothing that's like G-rated or anything.
Well, it's on the internet, so we're all right.
Okay. Well, I'll just leave it at that. I mean, everybody can form their own opinion of what should be coming out of my mouth right
exactly.
now.
Exactly. We'll leave it at that then. So last time I spoke to you personally was back in October, which is really not that long ago.
Not at all.
And we were here in Manchester. It was the head with the American Head Charge and Head P. You've had a
Fun
bit
tour.
of fun tour, but not so fun end to the tour. How are you feeling after your stroke and being in hospital?
fine.
Obviously, you're back on tour.
I could never dance for shit anyway, so it hasn't really changed a lot. I mean, I can't, like, if a bear runs in the room right now,
Yeah.
you're completely safe because I guarantee you can outrun me. But
That's good to know.
Yeah, but you know, I was really lucky. I was really lucky. The recovery was really quick.
Good.
I only had, the real issues as far as the walking and all that. About 6 weeks, pretty much cleared up, and I was able to get around pretty good. So.
That's impressive recovery time.
Yeah, the type of stroke that I had, I guess, is only like 20% of people have,
Right.
and only 1% of that 20 actually recover the way I did. Usually, there's lasting. The type of stroke that it is, usually there's lasting effects, and I haven't had any. So if I get tired, my speech starts getting worse than it normally is, and I can feel it in my trying to walk and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's just when I'm tired, which is about 23 hours out of the day. So.
So have you found it trickier balancing your health more on tour now? Have you been a bit more conscious?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, you tour so much. I mean, you've done what, 10, are we on 9 days straight now on this tour?
We had 5 days right off the bat, then we had 1 day off.
Yeah.
And then I think we're in the middle of a 10-day run right now.
You're in the middle of the 10 days,
yeah.
right?
And it pretty rigorous little run for my first tour back. So we did a couple weekends before this just to make sure that I could do it. But like 5 shows in a row, that was a first since the stroke, and then in the midst of 10 days now is definitely a first since the stroke. So it's interesting. I'm not allowed to do a lot of things that I used to do. I can't drink anymore. I'm not allowed to smoke anymore.
I bet
so
the drinking, you're finding that difficult.
Yeah, because I remember now why I hated touring with these assholes to begin with.
You're not got the liquor to remind you anymore.
Oh, we got background music now.
We've got background music because the venue's just opened. So we're in Manchester again. We're at the Ritz, and we're on tour. You're on tour with Coal Chamber.
Yes.
So how's that going so far?
Well, I knew Des from back in the Devil Driver days.
Right.
And it's my first time meeting the rest of the Coal Chamber, and they're all just really nice people. The crew, everybody. And we're sharing a bus of 2 other bands right now.
Are you all sharing the same bus?
Dope, ourselves, and
Defiled.
Thank you.
You're all right.
Are all on the same bus, and so luckily they're all really easy to get along with, and we're having a lot of fun. So
Cool. Yeah.
they probably say we're assholes, but
we'll have to watch the other interviews for the other bands and see what they have to say.
Exactly. That way I know whether to be nice to them or not. Fuck those guys.
How that must be really tough sharing with that many people on one bus though. How do you find time to get your own downtime?
Well, back in the day it would have been, but I don't really do any hanging out anymore, so I can't. So I really don't. If I find that if I'm not around it, yeah, and there's like the back part of the bus, where the back part of the bunks, that's where they kind of shoved me in. So I do the show and kind of just hang out a little bit to say hey, and then head for bed.
So you got to get to bed early. Oh, it's no fun.
It's definitely changed.
But at least you're here on tour. Are you finding the actual process of being on stage, has that changed for you, or is that?
Definitely. I mean, well, it was about a month ago we did the first whole weekend of shows, and it was the first shows I've done sober in years. I mean, since I did USO shows in Iraq, that would be in 06. So this is my first sober shows, and it was like 10 years or 8 years or something. So it was almost like kind of learning how to do it again.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do really well in front of crowds of people as far as talking goes, because I always.
This really amazes me because having personally seen the band since 2002 and now in 2015, so I've seen a lot of your shows. But for you to say that, like, you're quite a shy and retiring person when
that's what the alcohol. That's what the alcohol was for. I can talk to anybody when I'm drunk, but so trying to deal. I did the whole first run with Soil sober.
Yeah.
Because I didn't drink back then, and so it's kind of a matter of just reminding myself that I am able to do this.
Yeah.
It's just trying to get to a comfort point.
Yeah.
And somebody said the other night that felt good, and it's like, yeah, it's starting to finally. How many shows in now? It's finally starting to feel
brilliant.
Like I know what I'm doing a little bit.
Remembering how to do it without everything else. Yeah. So you're touring the third leg of the whole album. Obviously it came out back in 2013. I'm being sneaky because obviously, any new music coming soon? Any writing in the process?
Adam threw me some music right before we left for this. And so I started writing lyrics, and I've definitely got a lot of stuff to get out since everything happened. We're in kind of like that talk right now.
Seeing where to go next and what goes on. Yeah, because Adam does the music and then you're a lyrical man, aren't you?
Right.
From a very interviewed you before. So, is your set list kind of very similar, or is it changed for this third leg? Because obviously you've got a shorter set than you normally have. How do you go about choosing which songs actually go in?
Well, when you have a short when you have a short set like we do on this run, there's certain songs we have to play, otherwise we'll get lynched when we leave. So that takes up the majority of the set.
Yeah, especially you've got so many hits as well.
Then we try to throw in, as we do with every tour, we try to throw something that we haven't played in a long time. And like tonight, we're doing that. There's a song that we haven't played the last couple of tours over here that we're putting back in. There's a song that we haven't played since I was in the band last.
Wow.
That we put back in the set.
I'm looking forward to that.
I've been kind of that's been like the song of the set that I take in and out depending on how I feel up there.
Depends on what mood you're in.
Well, it depends on how I feel, really.
Yeah.
Regretfully, that's a big part of everything right now is how the heck my body's what my body's telling me while I'm up there.
Yeah, so as obviously you progress as a band and the fans follow you, how do you get those new followers, those younger followers to follow you as well? Apart from obviously us having children and bringing them to gigs.
Right. I don't know. I mean, we've been lucky enough that the fans that liked us years ago still come out.
Yeah.
And there's young people coming. I don't know. Yeah. I guess just writing songs that hopefully everybody can relate to. I don't know.
Do you think coming out and touring a lot has more to do with being able to bring more people in? So if you hadn't toured for like a year or like 2 years or so and then came back out, whereas because you're always out there, always touring. I mean, you're one of the hardest working bands that I interview. I can't get across how many gigs you lot do. Do you think by keeping touring that helps bring in more people?
I'm sure it does. I mean, you got a lot more opportunities to play in front of people for people to hear of you. Or, when you, especially in the States, when you play an area, they start playing you more on the radio and stuff like that. So more people get introduced to you if they're not already. So we did a tour maybe a year or two ago now, and it was with All That Remains and some other bands. And there was a much younger crowd at those shows. And there were times where people would be like, "Are you guys new? Never heard of you before." It's like, yeah, we're 13 years new. That's
like that. 13 years new, yeah. Can't believe it was that long ago. So, for that little time that you're not on tour, what is it that you like to do? Because obviously Adam's got his PR stuff, and is there anything that you do on the side as well?
Nothing.
You just enjoy a little bit of downtime?
No. I got that girl at home that lets me make the sex with her, so I do that as much as possible.
But you gotta do all you can, man.
Right.
Unless you bring her with you, of course.
Yeah, I'm hoping that she still lets me in the house when I get home from this. I had that, hopefully.
Well, we wish you luck on stage tonight and for the rest of the tour. And keep your fingers crossed for some new music.
We will definitely try. I appreciate your time again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.